shoutcasting a Dota 2 game between a couple of my friends and another set of teams in a ranked. This is like watching, so it's like a few minutes behind, but bear with me, alright? Okay, so looking at the team composition so far, we got a Winter Wyvern, a Juggernaut, a Willow, and on the enemy team we got Ancient Apparition and Crystal Maiden. And we got a lot of utility already on the Radiant side, and quite an interesting composition already on the Dire side, losing gold because they're behind the pick. We've got a Wraith King pickup, alright, very interesting, hard pushing and like a very strong combat composition. Can go either way really. We'll see how we do. So we're now waiting on the Dire pick. Wondering what the last pick might be on Radiant side. I have a feeling it might be Tinker. Yeah, it's a Tinker pick. Mainly because that's his main, not for any particular reason. And Doom, a very interesting melee-heavy team.
Look, if you pause for people are gonna pause for you.
On their side. It indicates a very specific team comp. There's a lot of like single-target lockdown here, and a lot of very interesting ways to turn a fight. The Legion Commander with the AA is like a very strong sort of synergy. And then we've got a lot of synergy on the other team as well, with Winter Wyvern being able to play off Jug and Dark Willow. We've got Earth Spirit for a lot of CC, and we've got Tinker for a lot of split pushing. And now on the enemy team, Doom is gonna rotate out. They're gonna get a lot more experience. There's gonna be a lot more ganking going on from Dire. So Radiant's really gonna have to prepare for that in some really significant ways. Let's have a look at how we're going. So,
this one's in the back.
I'm gonna go free cam.
Fortune and glory await.
So we've got a pause straight off. Maybe this is to provide some strategy time, or it could be that someone's just got a shit connection. One of the two. So looking at where people are heading out of the fountain, looks like Legion Commander and Crystal Maiden are top. Looks like we're going to have an AA heading down, or it looks like it might be actually heading up towards the top side to contest Rune, meaning it's an AA mid. And then we've probably got a Doom and a Wraith King down the offlane side. The Doom's probably going to rotate to jungle pretty quickly, as is Wraith King, although they both got like a good hold on their lane. And this lane looks like we've got Willow heading bot with possibly the Jug, and then maybe Winter with Spirit top, and then Tinker mid, obviously. We'll see how we go. We've got 2 tangos given to the Tinker to get him ahead in lane, make sure his regen's alright. Just 3 tangos on the Winter Wyvern, which is interesting. And then Jug got a pretty standard composition, 2 branches into a wand later. Juggernaut just came up, so it looks like we're restarting. Let's see how this goes. Look at our contesting on Radiant side will go. So yeah, as I thought, Winter Wyvern, Spirit, looks like they're going top instead of bot, so offlane. And then we got a very squishy sort of Willow Juggernaut safe. It makes sense. Willow's Bramble early and Juggernaut Spin make a very significant kill combo. Willow's got the range, whereas Juggernaut's got the farm. Very quickly could get out of hand, as I thought. We've got Wraith King, Crystal Maiden top, and an AA Legion bot, and then a Doom mid. A Doom mid is an interesting pick, especially against the Tinker there. That's a very hard lane to sort of ensure the win off. We've got some interesting contests here. It looks like Dire side has got the competition on that side, whereas Dire side top is just they're just waiting aside. We've actually got a Tinker sitting at base. They managed to get the Legion Commander though too far and extending, like they were baiting for that one. The rune goes down to them, and then mid lane cop the bot side jungle Dire rune. It looks like Radiant side won their rune on top. Looks like they haven't got their side rune first, but we'll see how that goes for them. Earth Spirit and Winter Wyvern getting off a good block, whereas Willow is a bit overextended here. She's going to get the Bramble down though to prevent the push, and she's going to survive, it looks like, but that's a heavy toll to bear early. We'll see if they can recover that health easily. Tango's obviously doing a lot of work at this point in the game. It looks like we're getting a lot of harass from the Ancient Apparition, preventing Juggernaut from farming. Top lane's got an interesting split of the wave. We'll see how that goes down. With the Crystal Maiden and the Wraith King, they have a lot of stun and a lot of sort of, you know, power in the early game to make something happen. Although we've got a lot of harass from Winter Wyvern possibly, and I know that the Earth Spirit is very good at what he does. Though Willow's trying to come in for some harass here, although I think her attack range is slightly smaller than
I wish I was the last of my
slightly smaller than the AA's. Yeah, much smaller, which means the Juggernaut's going to have a much harder time in lane. The Earth Spirit here struggling against the Wraith King and the Crystal Maiden. The Tinker doing well in mid to keep on the side. This is a hard lane for Doom. We'll see how it goes. Probably a Roma Doom, so we'll see how that plays out. The salve from... Oh, this is a kill. This is a kill from Juggernaut here. It seems to be the Bramble Nest Jug combo is as effective as I thought. We've got Crystal Maiden getting screwed by the Earth Spirit here, although she's managed to min-max it. Oh no, the creep wave managing to get the Winter Wyvern. That's so unfortunate. We've got a ward out from Doom early to keep an eye on the bot side rune. And we've got Juggernaut and Willow pretty much free farming at this point. It looks like Crystal Maiden and Earth Spirit are gonna cop a fat one right here, but it doesn't seem to be the case with Earth Spirit managing to solo lane against those two. He gets a salve from the Winter Wyvern. The courier's coming out from bot lane. They're continuing to harass the Juggernaut, but the pull comes out from Willow here, pulling the wave into the side, but it doesn't look like it's as effective as it should be. Looks like both waves are just going to sort of sit. It might end up being that that wave crashes back into them. It looks like we might have a kill on Wraith King here, possibly, with Earth Spirit sort of backing off. Winter Wyvern being a bit more aggressive here, but doesn't look like it's going to help them. The mana is a real problem here for Earth Spirit early game, so we'll see how we go. Earth Spirit is renowned for his engages, so we'll see how that pans out. We've got Tinker in the mid lane. It seems to be doing really well. The 13-6 to 10-1. Doom is at the same level though, and the wave continually crashes. It looks like we're going to have a kill up here either way. This is not good for the Earth Spirit at all. He's managed to cop out it's a double kill. The Doom and the Crystal, the Wraith King and the Crystal Maiden working in perfect synergy here, making sure that they both stay alive, and now they both get free lane experience as well. These early game kills are not good. They do not bode well for the Radiant side here. It looks like Earth Spirit's coming straight back in to try and pick something up here, but the Wraith King is just so oppressive, coming back in immediately, meaning you have to scale off the Crystal Maiden. The Crystal Maiden just retreats while the Wraith King lays into you. Bot lane, it seems to be doing marginally better. So with the Juggernaut on 17 CS, whereas the Legion is only on 7. We'll see how that pans out eventually. Let's see what the directed camera tells us to do. Looks like Tinker here is going for the upside rune. Looks like Juggernaut is not really particularly afraid of the AA, although that is a lot of damage. Tinker pulls out the illusion and then immediately blinds the Doom so he can't attack. The March Machines comes down, and it looks like that's a pretty impressive situation to be in. The stun comes out from Crystal, but I don't think it's enough. Wraith King is down here. That's probably a pretty important kill for them. They want to keep Wraith King on the down low because his late game will get out of control. So if they can, you know, prevent that, it would be good. Willow coming in with the Bramble and the powered W here. It looks like Shadow Realm wasn't enough though. It looks like they don't manage to get it through. The AA comes through and grabs the farm there. Runes have just come up. Looks like top lane might be going for Might be going for runes as well. Spirit just sort of like tentatively trying to pry experience from the lane. We've got a very interesting situation down bot. It looks like the Willow is not afraid at all. Looks like she wants to come in and try and start something. If they get another Bramble Nest off, it's over for the Legion Commander because that spin is just too much this early. That cold feet gonna force the Juggernaut off tower. We got Doom coming in here and trying not to push the wave too far forward, but looks like he's going to crash into Tinker's wave. Looks like they're both coming forward with the salve on. It looks like he doesn't stand a chance. He's got the stun coming out. Oh, the purge is good enough to get her out. The cold feet really screwing Willow here. She's super low on both mana and health, meaning she's not going to be too useful in lane at the moment. Looks like they're going to come in on the Crystal Maiden. But the stun immediately comes out. It's a double stun, and it looks like Earth Spirit might be dead here. We'll see how we go. It looks like the Winter Wyvern's going to pop it instead. This is really rough on both sides. The salve comes out, so maybe he's coming in on the... Yeah, he's got the Crystal Maiden. He's still got the salve up. He's running away from the Wraith King. It's a 5-5, but the Wraith King's stronger here, I think. It looks like he's coming back in. He's going to do a little bit of damage, try and force him further out of lane, maintain the farm for himself, but it doesn't look like it's going to function. Juggernaut and Willow here forced on the tower. The AA hitting from the sides, that massive attack range, and also the empowered auto, really making it difficult for Juggernaut to farm. But Juggernaut's doing a good job of keeping it together. Earth Spirit here just soaking experience. There's not really much else he can do. Wyvern's here, but I don't know what it will mean for them. The Legion Commander is coming into attack. She's going to have to purge to get rid of that, or she's just going to take the stun, it looks like. Yeah, she took the stun up top side if you look on the map. Tinker is once again pushed into tower, which is really good for him. Free experience and high ground advantage. They're going to try and do something against the Wraith King here, but it's not going to be enough. I think we're going to switch back to free camera at the moment just to keep an eye on what's going on here. Looks like dewarding is coming out from the Willow, but it's going to cost her a lot of health there. And the end of her clarity as well, not like it matters, she was back on full health. Tinker is free farming in mid against this Doom, who is now retreated back to his lane side jungle. We've got a kill down bot. Looks like the low health doesn't matter, but it looks like this is also going to end up being a kill. He doesn't get the cold feet off, which I know is what he wanted. Oh no! It looks like he was trying to get the deny there, but it wasn't going to be enough. You got a lot of posturing top side, some interesting warding going down. The stun comes out. I wonder if they'll try and engage on this. No, it doesn't look like it. It looks like it's just a bit of sort of like harass or whatever. The Legion comes straight back and tries to deal with the Juggernaut, who's currently 2 levels ahead. This is going to be an interesting situation. We've got Earth Spirit trying to contest farm here. Mid lane is pretty stale, but we've got an interesting set of scenarios here. It looks like the Winter Wyvern is trying to do something, but that damage is insane. And we've got a TP coming in from AA, who is going to try and like help secure this, but it doesn't look like it's going to go anywhere. It looks like, oh no, it looks like Earth Spirit might die here. The one coming out with a little bit of health, the salve coming out to try and prevent. AA is coming in, revealing himself, meaning that they're going to immediately back off behind tower. Juggernaut is continuing to just free farm, whereas Legion Commander is going up towards her topside jungle camps. Dire is not having a good time, but the gank is still on, it looks like. Very interesting situation. The perfect heal from Winter Wyvern here. Getting a Wraith King on the tower. And, but there's the revive comes out, and it's... Oh no, it looks terrible. The Wraith King comes back with the stun and immediately takes on the Juggernaut and the the Juggernaut and the Earth Spirit, which means that the situation's really bad for Dire side top at the moment. It looks like we've got a third rotation from Doom. He's just trying to come and deal with jungle camps, and Tinker's just sitting there trying to prevent the push. Earth Spirit comes in. He knows that he doesn't have ult, but is he going to have enough damage to be able to do anything? March Machines comes in. It's a decent amount of damage, but it's not enough. Wraith King walks out on half health. Looks like Doom is like farming their top side jungle, meaning that he could rotate top at any time and go for another dive. The Dire side has wards everywhere. It's really not looking good for the Dire side at the moment with their level of control. The kill comes out on Willow from the Legion Commander, who drops down her overwhelming odds. Earth Spirit is getting caught in. Earth Spirit is just dead here. This is not looking as good for the Radiant side as their previous game, which was a very strong victory over a more interesting composition. However, there is still time. The Juggernaut and the Tinker both rely on a late game sort of play to be able to do anything. It looks like the Juggernaut is going a Mask of Madness here, which could be very interesting, meaning that he's probably going for a farm composition, trying to get himself to late while the enemy team sort of deals with the early game lanes. And that's fine. It looks like Earth Spirit is like waiting with his courier here. Although this is a risky proposition, as if Crystal Maiden comes up through here, then we're gonna have some problems. It looks like Wraith King is getting pretty far ahead here with a level 6 Earth Spirit not really being able to do anything against such an oppressive lane composition. Looks like the Winter Wyvern is just trying to harass them out with her Q. It's a percentage health burn, so when attacking at higher health, this could be a very beneficial proposition. But the Earth Spirit's got to be real careful here, because this is a real dangerous lane for him, especially with the Doom rotating so much. You don't know where he is, and we don't have any vision on the map. We have some in their topside jungle, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything, because the Doom is coming through here. Looks like we got a little bit of jungle farming coming from that, and Willow has been pretty much left alone in the lane, just soaking experience in the bushes. But I mean, this doesn't bode well as a Legion commander getting out of control. They know that she's there after trying to last hit some creeps and almost got the cold feet off, and that would have been a duel right there. Could have been a kill, but with Juggernaut rotating relatively nearby, it's not going to be too much of an issue. Looks like Tinker's coming in on top of Winter Wyvern to try and assist the Earth Spirit to get in ahead. It's going to be a difficult sell though, with so much vision on the map and so much priority from the Dire side. It's going to be hard for them to even pull back. With Doom rotating and farming all of their lanes. It doesn't look like the counter vision game is too strong at all. With Doom rotating constantly, it's very difficult to say where you're going to be. You're going to have to play safe because you don't know. That's what the vision's looking handy for. But the fucking Legion here, did she get that? She got that fucking kill. That's unfortunate. So Legion gets her first market damage. It's very interesting. Oh, the Resonance comes out and actually forces the Crystal Maiden to attack, and actually ends up costing her with the closest to the other player there, Wraith King. Wraith King's got his reincarnator and it doesn't seem to matter. It looks like Earth Spirit might die here. No, he's going to get out with his roll, but that's okay. We've got Willow here trying to help support, but it doesn't particularly matter with 3 of them there and all of Wraith King and Doom's creeps and stuff. It's going to be very difficult to actually pull anything off. Looks like they're just going to retreat with Ancient Apparition coming to farm a bit of mid, while Juggernaut continues to jungle his way through the creeps.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Looks like Willow's just trying to farm the waves while bot wave gets crashed in. Spirit's going to come and try and stop this, but there is a Legion with 10 damage, so who knows? That's a free longsword right there. So broadsword, sorry. So we need to be careful. The haste rune just came up, and it's about to go bounty runes with a minute to go. Yeah, the warding presence here is really, really oppressive. It looks like the enemy team is really maintaining control of that aspect of the game. It looks like they've all retreated back to jungle while there's no real objectives on the map. It seems like the Radiant side are just sinking back into their classic playstyle, which would be, Tinker rotating out and constantly pushing lanes. He's got his BTs, so he's going to be a pretty oppressive force at the moment, and if they don't have the rotation speeds, it's going to get real nasty for them. We'll see how we go. It looks like Juggernaut is coming into farm mid lane while they posture the bot. It looks like they're going to grab the Legion commander, but they actually don't. With 3 of them there, even though they've got wards everywhere, and it doesn't look like they recognize that. really interesting situation. We've got a pause coming out from Doom with the immediate unpause.
I'm all for a little downtime.
Looks like they're trying to pause for a disconnect. Yep, Doom. Not that it really matters. It looks like Wraith King has got his skeletons pushing with the wave here. This is going to be really dodgy. We got post-game things, so let's have a talk about the state of the game right now. It's looking really not too great for the Radiant side, with a good spread of kills across all of the Radiant side, and it looks like most towers are being sort of slammed in. Every fight that they seem to have engaged in, they seem to have lost, especially because of that Wraith King ulti. So I think the proposition would be that they would have to focus different characters. Maybe they're going to try on the Crystal Maiden, get the AA out of the game, definitely take out the Legion Commander, and then maybe go for Wraith once everyone's dead and they've got a numbers advantage. Right now it looks like Wraith King's going for his Echo Saber, which could be real detrimental for the enemy team. And it's not looking too great for Radiant. They don't have the bulk, they don't have the front line that they need to be able to tank the fights that are going down here. It looks like he's just going to go straight for tower here, which is you know, really detrimental. She's going to get the kill, but isn't going to be enough. The fear comes out into the stun, really good interruption of the ult. It looks like it's not going to be enough. It looks like Wraith King's ulti wasn't actually up, and there he died, and then Crystal Maiden close to follow with this amazing rotate from Radiant side. The Earth Spirit not able to get the roll off, but the stun coming out from the Willow's things. He's got no mana, but he will be able to take it out. I don't know if he'll be able to escape this cold feet though. Yeah, he will. Nice one. It looks like mid's sort of just being, you know, harangued. The Tinker is now behind the Doom, which just doesn't bode well. But Juggernaut is going to try and take top after the fort here. It looks like all of our towers are still okay. The tower on top side for Radiant is in deny range, but Juggernaut's got the actual tools to be able to take down that tower pretty quickly, and that's what he did. The Winter Wyvern here trying to do some dewarding. It's good because their vision control up until this point was very strong. It would be good to see some dewarding down bot, but I don't know if it's relevant because the wave is constantly pushing in. It seems like a lot of the actions around top, but that might change now that the tower has been eliminated. We've got Earth Spirit here heading down towards mid, and then we've got more sort of jungle rotations coming in while there's nothing on the map. It seems to be that people need to sort of gather together their, you know, their composure before they re-engage. The threat on the mid tower is real though, and they do have another fortify. Looks like Willow is in trouble here, which is not bode well for the Legion Commander here. Sorry, the Willow. Looks like she's got that duel as well with the AA's regen kill on Wyvern's. On Wyvern's, you know, magic shield, the whatever the fuck it's called. Mid tower is gonna fall though, even with the fortify. That was a fortify, wasn't it? Yeah. Even with the fortify, it looks like it's not gonna be enough, and the mid tower will fall, giving the Radiant side a lot more space here. The Dire side sort of retreating back to the jungle and not able to posture anything alone. It looks like the rotations are really strong. Wraith King is looking to just continue to farm and you know, push the wave with the skeleton army while he maintains his sort of like level advantage and maintains his goal advantage. March Machines is, you know, quite a bit ruthless. It looks like they were trying to get an engage on the Doom there, but it wasn't successful. We've got a big rotation coming towards bot side. It looks like they're going to try and get the Wyvern here, but the Juggernaut is here. He's going to immediately go for the ulti, and he's going to secure it. That's a really big pick. It looks like the Willow is going to die for this, but the Earth Spirit is convinced that this is the fight. He's coming in. Ancient Apparition dropping the ult. The Crystal Maiden drops the ult as well. They've got no stun down, so they can't do anything. The Cold Feet comes out. The Doom comes out. It looks like Juggernaut, regardless, will still pick up everything. The Wraith King is coming in with the stun. The Cold Embrace does nothing because the Ancient Apparition ulti debuff was still on them. The Wraith King still comes through the Doom. They're chasing for this one. They want it. They want to see if they can pick up this Winter Wyvern, but I think they're going to call it there. I don't think they can dive on the tower with the Tinker there and the Blink and the Rearm. It looks like to be a very dangerous situation. Look at the ward presence on the map for Dire. Let's have a look at the Dire side. Look at this vision. They've got vision all the way through their major jungles. Look, there's no space here that they don't see. Really bad for the Radiant side, who have practically no vision on the map. Let's go to their fog and have a look. Look, they've got barely anything. These tiny little like sort of proprietary check wards, which are still in a sense useful because that's where most of the fights are happening. But compared to the actual transit of the Radiant to the Dire side fucking vision, it's not even close. It looks like we've got TPs coming out from everyone here, trying to like land on this Wraith King. If this Wraith King can get eliminated out of the fight, it might completely change the dynamic. We've got a fear coming out on the Crystal Maiden. It looks like the Wraith King will just try and retreat here. The Earth Spirit goes in so deep. I don't know if his team will be able to follow up on him. Tinker retreating a little bit with March Machines. It looks like he's going to continue going for the AA here. I think he might get it, but he might get stunned in the process. This could be the kill on Wraith. Who knows? The actual the Cold Embrace comes out and the stun comes out. Oh my god, Cursed Crown actually managing to secure the kill here. Earth Spirit coming in once again, managing to get the stun off. What a playmaker. Doom is like posturing on the external, but he can't do anything here. Not 1v5. Oh my god, what a fight for the Radiant side. All of their towers are pushing. They've got priority on mid. I think they're looking to like make use of all of the advantages they've got, because they know that if they let it get too late, the Legion commander here will be a massive problem, clearing out all of the creeps, and they've got a catapult, so this could be the push. Who knows? We've got 5 seconds on AA and Crystal Maiden, and then 11 on Wraith King here. Looks like a double damage Legion commander is going to come down. She's going to try and do something, but the rollout from Earth Spirit too good. Doom is trying to come forward and trying to make a move here, but he's not going to be able to get anything. Looks like they're just going to resume farming and everyone's going to regroup. They get bottom tower with the Juggernaut, who is like currently farming to a pretty huge extent, going straight for Basher. Really powerful synergy with his kit. Yeah, I'm really impressed by that play from Radiant there. Looks like Dire isn't able to respond too well, and they just resort back to farming in jungle. Their vision might be good, but it doesn't seem to be helping them as much as it should. The team fight potential on Radiant side seems to be just too good at the moment, and it could possibly stay that way until Legion Commander manages to get out of control. They have to finish as soon as possible, though, realistically, because Wraith King and Legion Commander will become unstoppable units if they're given the opportunity to. This team needs to group quite a bit, and they need to make sure that they are operating at the best possible caliber. The root comes out from Crystal Maiden, but it doesn't matter because he can just follow up with a roll. The Ancient Apparition ult comes out, and he's going to cop it, but I don't know whether it matters. It looks like the Earth Spirit's just dead, no regen. It looks like Winter Wyvern and Tinker are going to consider going on the Legion here. Ancient Apparition gets picked up by Willow. Willow is coming in for the fear. She's going to get the fear off. It looks like Juggernaut's coming in to pick up the rest. Is he going to ult for it though? That is the question. Doesn't look like it. Looks like Tinker will come in and pick up the kill though. It looks like Wraith King will be dropped into ulti status for the Juggernaut here, but the Juggernaut won't be able to follow up with that. Won't be able to get the kill. That's real unfortunate. Looks like Dark Willow's getting healed up here. Looks like Winter Wyvern's doing quite a bit of work. It looks like Tinker's just doing Tinker things, pushing each lane, split pushing constantly. Juggernaut is farming up where he can. Hoping they get a tier 2 soon, hopefully capitalize on that 25-minute experience, although it's unlikely. He is pushing top quite significantly, and it looks like Tinker is trying to be called out here by Wraith King. Doesn't seem that it matters too much, because Tinker's just going to continue to push the wave, like albeit of his presence or not. It looks like they're going to pick up a kill in mid on the Crystal Maiden here. With Doom trying to follow up, but he doesn't realize that there's 3 of them. Ancient Apparition may be able to get a second thing, but it doesn't seem to make a difference as Earth Spirit is looking to maybe re-engage. Nah, he's far overextended. We'll see what happens here. We've got the ult coming out from Earth Spirit, and looks like he's going to try and go in, but he gets Yuled out. the Wraith King falls a second time here. This is really rough for the Dire side, and it looks like the Juggernaut is trying to regroup towards him. What a interesting team fight! Holy shit! We've got Earth Spirit farming up their jungle now, not realizing that he's within enemy vision, and we've got Willow trying to get the pick up on the Legion Commander there, but the Ancient Apparition's there to back her up pretty quickly. It looks like they're just going to go for tower here, and once they get second tier, they can definitely go for Shrine. We will see if they actually make the maneuver. It looks like Juggernaut is like trying to do that, but we'll see. There's 28 seconds on the map. We've still got Doom in jungle. He's shadow bladed. We don't have any vision except for by top side, but it looks like they're going to get out. Double damage on the map, but no one can see it. It looks like it's going to be a really difficult situation, but Earth Spirit will not get the duel picked up, and that's really, really powerful for them. That's a duel down. Looks like they pick up a kill for kill. Crystal Maiden for Earth Spirit. Not the best, but Earth Spirit did get caught out there. That's just the way it goes. Yeah, the Tinker's coming back out for another March of Machines push. It looks like they're just being slammed in back to back. I don't know how Dire are going to recover from this. Maybe a significant team fight, but even then, the Legion Commander has only 20 damage at 25 minutes. It's not looking good for them. The Winter Wyvern now is going for the thing, not realizing that Wraith King is there and could possibly come over and cause problems. Maybe he thinks there's more of them there. They don't exactly have the greatest vision coverage there. They put down a Observer Ward, not realizing that it's sentry. They don't have any sentries out. 2 couriers coming out, one with sentries for the Ancient Apparition and one with TP Scroll for Wraith King, although he doesn't have the mana for it. It looks like bot lane's just going to go for a push. There's a huge rotation towards top side. The TP comes out for bot side as well from all of them. The Earth Spirit is looking for a fight, I think. He's going to get Legioned here.
Dire's bottom tower. Don't look good.
It doesn't. It's not looking good for Earth Spirit here. Getting caught out, but not going to lose the duel, so that's
Dire's bottom tower is under
that's important. It looks like they're just going to go for tier 2 bot tower here. It looks like they've got it. That gives more space for March Machine pushes and also more pressure on the map in general. Maybe he'll just keep going, who knows. It looks like he's going to make the responsible decision to back up as 2 of them rotate bot. It looks like the 3 of them are rotating top though. Like top side jungle seems to be a big sort of point of contention for Doom here. If they can get that warded up, maybe they can shut them down. It looks like Willow is going Shadow Realm into Jix. And Jix is Bedlam. It looks like she's just going to immediately Shadow Blade out. No dust on anyone. That's really unfortunate for the Radiant side there, but they're still like holding dominance over the entire their side of the map and their bot side jungle on Dire side, so it's not looking good for them. They've got the stun coming out with the Yules. It's absolutely massive. It's a really strong play. It looks like Juggernaut is going for the save on thingy. Nice. That's points to Tinker there. He's got dual damage now. It looks like Juggernaut's just heading forward, and Earth Spirit and major players are all here. We only lost. We didn't lose anyone in that fight. Never mind. Look, everyone is moving forward together. It looks like Tinker's heading back to base, but he'll tell back in a second. Then they'll have the high ground push with 2 of them dead, 2 of them major players. They've only really got supports here, and I don't think there's much they could do. The Fortify comes out, and that will probably result in the retreat of the Radiant side. Depends on what they've got. They've still got 15 seconds to play with here. It looks like Juggernaut still wants it. The rearm rocket spam is absolutely impressive. And it looks like the Fear comes out with a Dagon Blink. That is huge from Tinker. Looks like Willow is going in with the Bedlam into Shadow Realm. It looks like Tinker's going to pick that up with his laser. Legion Commander is trying to come out. She's trying to do something here, but if she engages, that's just an insta-give for her. She's going to stay hidden and try and posture for something. She uses her overwhelming odds to get some move speed and wait for her teammates to come up, but they're going to spend this time getting racked. It doesn't look like there's any response that Dire side can have. Ancient Apparition is still down. It looks like Willow is heading very far forward, maybe a bit too far forward here. Who knows? Maybe just it's not looking good for her. She's dead from the Doom burn. It's not great. If they can get this tower though, that will be huge. That's absolutely massive for Earth Spirit. 20 damage on the Bucks. Wraith King and Crystal Maiden Doom seem unwilling and unable to do anything. The Heaven's Halberd comes in. Every ult is dropped for a potential 2. It doesn't look like it makes a difference. It's over. This team fight has not fallen in their favor. Maybe they stayed too long. It looks like they did get a significant amount for that though, and I don't think there is anything that the Dire side can do here. It looks like Wraith King's going to get picked up anyway, or at least his ult get knocked down. This is really bad. Willow is going to die here. Tinker may get caught out. He does get the rearm blink though, and that gives him space to teleport. That is absolutely massive. He's still alive, and mid is still pushing in. He is regenerating his health and his mana while he waits for his team to come up. He's just going to go top and try and force this wave also, make it so that it's incredibly difficult for the Dire side to respond. Looks like they're going to try and shove in bot late wave anyway. It doesn't seem to matter because they have forts, they have every tower on the map. Like, there is no reason to try and do this. Doom might go down for his insolence here. It's huge. Doom overextending significantly, thinking he has more on the map than he does. His team sort of meandering around topside bot jungle. It's really not looking good for Dire at this point. They are winning fights, but it's just they keep getting it turned around. No one realizes the double damage on the map. I'm sure it'll be revealed soon as they sort of tend towards Roche. It looks like Juggernaut is just heading to camps, which is fair enough. It looks like bounties are the priority here. Earth Spirit making some pretty angry gestures on the map there, looking to maybe pick something up, but we'll see. We got Winter Wyvern here heading top, and looking to just pick up some farm as Earth Spirit wanders under ward range. Like, the Legion knows, and she's going to get the jewel. Oh no, the silence stops her from doing it. The Remnant roll gets her out of that situation, and it looks like they're going to try and rotate around all 4 of them. The Radiant side is pretty disparate, but like, it looks like the Earth Spirit's going to go in regardless. It looks like they just pick up the Crystal Maiden and they're going to pick up Legion Commander. The stun is perfectly spaced. They don't have dust, unfortunately. They do get the stun off, and she's only got a few more seconds in her invis, so she does purge though. It doesn't make a difference. He's going to roll into it. He's going to try and get it. Oh my god. It looks like the root comes down and Legion Commander is picked up here. This is huge for the Radiant side. The Juggernaut here looking pretty massive. It looks like Tinker has the most worth with those teleport March machines, but Juggernaut is following close behind with their like mainstay carry, like 2 grand good behind. Now this doesn't say much, but it could lead to a lot of problems for them. This Juggernaut is very heavily fed. He's queued out, but he is doomed here. This is rather significant. It looks like Crystal Maiden will fall for this though. The Aegis is up, so it's not going to help. But his spin is not going to be up like by the time it comes around. And the Wraith King just dies. Coming out of his ulti means that he's not affected by the slow. Earth Spirit comes in, the ult from Crystal Maiden, but it doesn't matter. It looks like they're just going to fight this, and that's the way it's going to go. It looks like they could win. The Magnetize comes down from Earth Spirit. He goes in for the stun. They get it. They pick it up. And now all that's left is a Hex Doom. This is not looking good for the Dire side. Oh my god. Dire's Crystal Maiden is forced to buy back and farm. It looks like the Tinker's going to try and come in and fuck her though. With a rearm and re-hex, he's just going to pick this up. That's insane. The Dagon repeated, just absolutely ruthless, fully leveled. He's going back to base, regen his mana, but they're going to pick up top racks for this, 100%. This could be the game. Looking really damaging. No buybacks on Dire side. They've got a fort, but it's not going to be enough. The BM coming out from Earth Spirit here, and that's not looking good for the enemy team. The Willow is sort of like posturing the other waves, and they're just going to take the racks. Hey, this is not looking good for Dire at all. I don't think they can come back from this. with Juggernaut so far ahead, Spirit so far ahead, and Winter Wyvern doing a good job at keeping him disabled. They're really good Bramble Nest from Willow, and the Tinker obviously doing work in his pushes. Impossible to shut down. It looks like the Doom is going to be really mad. The Wraith King is gonna cry about it too. Yeah, the Dire just played a lesser impressive game. Their draft was less good. The Dire side is just incredible, but it's not going to matter because he's going to survive the duel, giving the Legion Commander nothing, not like it would mean anything anyway. He's going to go in on Wraith King, who is going to die once again. They are going to try and do something against the Wraith King here, but it's not going to matter. The Wyvern is trying to duel off with the thing. The Doom comes out. It looks like this is going to be the end for Radiant Sighted's fight. It doesn't look like they're going to be able to do anything. Oh my god. Not going to survive regardless. Just waste their time though because all the racks are down. This is Mega Creep's time, and it looks like they're going to have to spend the majority of their time defending. We've got 3 buybacks available on the Radiant side. Radiant again spamming the League of Legends sign-up link. It is not looking good for Dire at all. Regardless of whether they want to push it down mid, it doesn't look like they've got much of a chance. They'll take maybe 1 tower. We'll see respawns in less than a minute, and it's not promising for the enemy team. They still have to have someone back to defend, and AA might be able to do it, but no Ag, so no instant E. It's going to be really difficult. The Wraith King is just trying to solo push this with the Doom and the Doom and the Crystal Maiden. Just cut through the enemy waves, but it's so difficult with them being Megas. The Megas are going to start coming now, and this is where I think it starts to really get interesting because the Megas waves are going to start crashing in, and that's it. That's it. I don't think a single Legion Commander will be able to defend against that. They're already getting their additional towers. Their additional towers screwed. It looks like the fort comes out, and it looks like the Willow is going to try something here. It looks like the Wraith with the Doom gets his BKB off and is going to go in on Ember Spirit, but we've got TPs from everyone on the team. A blink in from Tinker here to try and fucking pick something up. Fear from the Willow, who's going to stun, and they're going to try and fucking follow up on this. This might be a pick up on Crystal Maiden. It is. Oh my god, the Tinker Laser finally picks it up. It looks like it doesn't matter though because the Legion Commander can't do jack shit against the Megas waves. Trying to stop the damage from coming in, but Tinker's also coming in here. He's going to march in machines and then he's going to leave. Oh my god, this is going to push the waves in so much harder, and then everyone on the Radiant side is following up through bot side jungle to the Dire side high ground. It looks like they're going to try and stop this, but look at the towers. They're just cutting themselves down. Oh my god. They can't handle the catapults. The Doom consumes one to try and prevent it, but it looks like Juggernaut's going to come in for a meme. He's going to try and Q out of that, but he's still got the AA buff on him. Oh my god, it looks like Doom and that are coming in. Oh my god, the Juggernaut just dies. This could be the end for them. I don't know. It looks like the Tinker's just doing Tinker things. They've got no vision. Oh my god, all the towers are down, but this fight is looking in the favor of Dire at the moment. They have nothing. We've got Juggernaut and Willow down, 2 key players in this fight. It looks like they've got everything up, but they're just going to have to spend the majority of their time holding. With Legion Commander going down for a reckless outset. The Vise comes down, but the Tinker is out of mana. The Earth Spirit is going to die for it. Oh.
Yep, this one's just about all. Hope you didn't bet on these knuckleheads.
Oh, unfortunate. The Doom coming out with the BKB here for a single Willow. It looks like Legion's trying to get the Wyvern, but even that is not going to succeed as Wyvern just heals herself out and Tinker comes in to harass. The Ancient is falling. This fight is costing them. This time is wasting. They are trying to clear the creeps as quickly as possible, but these are no joke, these Megas. They are difficult to take down. The 3 of them are taking it while the Legion is hunting for a kill where she knows is safe. They haven't got the wards, they haven't got the dust. No one's got a gem yet, so we'll see how we go. It looks like it looks like Crystal Maiden just suffers the might of a neutral kill. They share the bounty amongst themselves. That's better than that's a good blink right there. He's going to keep blinking. That's really clever. He's going to invis himself. He's got no means of reveal. He does have a dust on him, but he's not going to waste it. I don't think he's got the time. He's not got the damage. The enemy team just hold up in their base, trying to hold off against these megas, which are constantly making progress. It's really difficult for the enemy team to do anything with not a single Rax down. This is huge for the Dire. The BM once again comes out from Radiant side as they ask rhetorical questions. The League of Legends link once again comes out. This is really, really ruthless. They know they can't do anything here. This is just a dead-end game for them, I think. I don't think there's any situation wherein they win. They managed to wipe their team and got a single tier 1. Imagine if they were facing against a tier 2 or the high ground. Also, the diebacks on a lot of people are really, really bad. The timers are looking big at the moment. We don't have buyback on many of our friends here, but we've got dieback on we've got the dieback on Dark Willow, but she's already consumed through that, so it doesn't seem to matter. We've got Juggernaut heading back to the jungle to farm more. I don't know what else he could get. He's looking for a Satanic, I think. Just a Reaver, I suppose, the other component. Still popping his mask, but he's only a couple of 100 gold off. He's only 100 gold off. He just got it then with those 2 bounties. It looks like Willow's trying to go in with the Wraith King here. It looks like they're getting postured for it. And they're just gonna like disengage here, which is a smart decision. Too much invis and not enough dust though. This is really, really interesting for them. That urn costing Wraith King a lot of health. He's not got any real tank items. He's mostly stacked damage and strength, which is fair enough. But I mean, he's not exactly frontlining for them, and no one really is. The Doom is the best bet they've got, and even he is looking at a low amount of health. The Radiance is only saving grace. Looks like the Radiant side are aggressively trying to posture on the base here, causing many problems for the. Oh, the BKB comes out from the Doom. It looks like they're gonna try and focus the. the Juggernaut here, but the Juggernaut is just going to walk the fuck away. Absolutely mental. He's going to go for the Doom here, who has no BKB. It's probably over for them. They've got no way of like defending against this Jug with the spin. It looks like Wraith King's going to come in with his ult and try and turn this around. The Doom comes out in Juggernaut, but I mean, what does it get them? The Tinker is just doing Tinker things, sitting at the sideline and lasering, Dagoning. Hexing, he is like burning through his mana at a rapid pace, and that I think is the game, folks. I think that's it. It's over for them. Yeah, what an amazing game. Alright, GG Radiant side looking weak at the start, but pulled it back hardcore with some amazing team fights and some brilliant macro play. Vision definitely needs some work, but I mean, hey, like what can you complain about? Good game, well played. Let's have a look at the ranks. So we're looking at a pretty uneven split here. It's unfortunate that most of these guys are only Archons. We've got 1 Divine support, the Ancient Apparition, looking good, but I mean it was a weak game overall. Like the Legion didn't get any of her ganks off. She didn't roam enough. The Earth Spirit and the Winter Wyvern, the Willow coming in with all of this stack CC, perfect item usage, really, really clever engage, disengage, and the Juggernaut just farming all game, being allowed to do that. The game was theirs from the start, I think. After a weak beginning, they certainly solidified, and the Juggernaut played exactly how it was supposed to. Hard competition, but really, really valuable, really well played from everyone. Anyway, I've been Elite Crake, Elite Springwire, James, Venom SW, whatever you want. And this has been me casting my friends' games. I hope you enjoyed.